Good morning, good morning, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am the sarcastic barman and welcome to my channel. You're an idiot. Your argument's fucking stupid. You dropped on the head as a child. To some stupid, ignorant, ignoramusly ignorant stupidness. Got a bit of goddamn stupid that's gonna make me scream. No, you cocked that up, didn't you? You want me to think the human body can go that fast without being smushed to a pancake? I do the most stupid things in the world. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the sarcastic barman, and welcome to See You Next Tuesday, a show that's made up of 483 levels of hotness. That's 89.6 Fahrenheit, 32 Celsius, and 362 Kelvin. Because feck my life, the UK is hot at the moment. But joining us in the hotness in a pair of pants and not much else is my one and only producer stroke co-host. It's Colon.
Oh, believe me, I'm sweating buckets. Yeah, I was in a lovely, nice, air-conditioned room all day today, and I came home to this. So God knows what you've been like in that pub, dude. Yeah, I'm sweltering.
Well, luckily I've been outside all day because our bar's still set up outside, but 32 degrees in the shade today. That was just no. Just, the joys of living in a valley. Yeah. Lovely. But someone else who's probably sweltering as much as we are, who I've now discovered today has a page on YouTubefandom.com. Ooh, it's Creaky Blinder.
And I didn't make that page myself either. Somebody else did. It just suddenly appeared. And you didn't say we had to wear pants.
Well, Colin wears pants because his wife walks about and gets quite scared.
I'm glad the cameras are off, actually, because now I can actually sit your bollock naked because it is bloody cowing boiling, as we say in Swansea.
You've not done the silly thing, though. You've got bollocks naked on your leather chair.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the getting up afterwards, isn't it?
Yeah. It'll be like stripping two lengths of Velcro apart.
Lovely. Oh, why did we not get you on this show? It's just perfect. I'm glad you're here for the hot weather because that joke was just worth all of this.
Yeah, I'm completely delirious, mate. I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth.
That's a good thing, and that's what See You Next Tuesday is about. There's like hardly any plan. It's perfect. I have to say though, watching that video premiere that you just had with the lovely, the amazing expat Taffy.
No. The brilliant.
Oh, sorry, brilliant. Yes,
get it right.
I thought it was brainless expat Taffy.
It's just bags of fun. I think I did everything in that video I possibly could to bait him. I desperately want him to make a reply to me, but he never does.
No, I tried to get him on one, nothing. He did reply to Dead Kevin Kennedy in Space. Yeah. I think he got 2 or 3 replies out of him, and then he just seemed to stop.
5 videos.
Was it 5 videos? Jesus.
He's just got a thing for Brian Pop Robson, then obviously, isn't he? And nobody else will do.
It would be awesome if you did reply on you. I would be watching that in a heartbeat. It'd be so funny.
And I honestly, I will happily host the debate for them. And I've since making the video. For anybody that saw my video, I have spoken to Conspiracy Cats and agreed to disagree, would happily host the debate. So
nice.
He's got no way to wriggle out of it now. He constantly says that Brian Pop Robson chickens out. Well, you saw Brian in my video. He didn't seem like he wanted to chicken out there.
Yeah. If he wanted something completely third party, even more than, so it's not with you, it's not with Cats, I'm sure even the Shills would host on the Tuesday on that. There's plenty of channels that would host for it.
Absolutely.
If me and Colon were going onto a summer hiatus, I'm sure we'd have sorted something out as well. Christ.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you imagine being that stupid, though?
No. I physically can't remove enough of my brain to get that done.
Yeah, so, very, very strange behavior for a man of his age. Says the man who makes YouTube videos where all he does is make fun of other people.
That's true, and I do the same, but at least we don't point at pictures from Apollo 11 and say, hey, look, there's a flamingo there next to the Landers stairs. You're like, what?
It doesn't make any sense to me at all. It's one of the conspiracy theories that I just do not understand, because you know that the picture that we talked about in that video, you can clearly see his other leg.
Yeah.
It's just obscured by the piece of equipment he's standing behind.
Maybe Taffy just needs new glasses, a giant big monitor. Maybe he's still using a CRT monitor on like a 720, not even 720. What's the CRT resolution? God, I can't even. Just a shit resolution. 400 by 800. That'll do. 400 by 600.
360p.
Yeah. He's just going as shit as he can with that. So we have a question for you, though, Creaky. We ask everyone who comes on the show. We've taken you to an alternative universe. You are now a burglar, but you can only burgle things from people's houses that cause an inconvenience to them. What are you stealing?
Their Wi-Fi router.
Oh, that's harsh. Oh, I like that one. I don't think anyone said for the router, have they?
No, that's the first one on the router.
Yeah.
Really taken everything they use in their house to keep themselves entertained.
Mind you, when you think about it, if you steal Expat Taffy's router, that could be a benefit.
It could be, but based on how low quality his videos are, do you think he's actually got a router and he's not got like a 56k modem and just deluxe loads more via dial-up?
Yeah, he's still on AOL, isn't he?
Oh, and Creaky, you got a fan. Flat Earth Math says, odd how leaky Blender. What? I don't get that. Gets 300 on his own stream, but here there's only 30. Well, dude, this is a sarcastic barman's channel.
Yeah.
So what?
And everyone hates me, so...
to be fair, you've got what now? 51,000 subscribers?
53.
53. I've not even got 2, so I'm stupendously happy with 30.
It's all relative, right? When I first started doing, I know you've been doing these a while, but even when I first started doing my live streams, if I had 50 people in there, I thought I was PewDiePie. It's just all relative to the size of your channel. And I'm starting to notice a pattern as well, that I don't think I've got any of my original audience left. I think as my channel is evolving, so is my audience. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, or...
I still come to your channel when I get chance. I'm looking forward to when we're sat back in the pub. I can sit on a Sunday night while I'm not doing poker and watch your live streams on a Sunday, because I used to love them, because there was hardly anyone in the pub. They were perfect nights.
Yeah. I enjoy going live on a Sunday night. It's just, just the chance to have some interaction with the audience. I think it kind of stops you from becoming that guy. Oh no, I'm not live anymore. I don't want to speak to you lot. But I think I always will, because I really enjoy doing it. And there's never a plan. My entire Sunday night live stream, with one or two exceptions, is completely fueled by the side chat. And I think that's the way I'd like to keep it. People want to keep watching it.
That's why we enjoy doing the live chats. We get good guests on like yourself, and the comments and the interaction from the live chat just makes it even better. It's just like, yay! It makes everything bounce off, doesn't it?
Of course it does. And it's all part, because at the end of the day, none of us would have any following without people clicking that subscribe button. So I think to sort of, I don't want to sound like a dick, but not, to kind of give some personable interaction, I think, is very important.
Oh, hell yeah.
Barman?
Yeah?
Since we've just had a couple of interesting phrases said there, like bouncing off things and dicks, I'd like to offer up the very first video for today.
That's
a nice
perfect.
little short. Ready? So, Creaky.
What are we watching?
Creaky, I do apologise. It's one of your favourite people on the YouTubes.
This has flashed up on my I don't want any news feeds at all on my iPad, please. Here they are anyway, Nathan. We're going to poison you and brainwash you whether you like it or not kind of news that I don't really want to read. But I saw this blatantly penis-shaped rocket.
Well, if we're going to get it, you're going to get it. Why should we suffer and you not?
Sorry, nobody else cottoned on to the fact that this is just a giant penis.
It's a big deal, though, yes.
Yeah, I commented that in the chat.
So we're shooting up giant dicks now into a fake place. Is that what we're doing? We're sending dicks to the sky vacuum. They're laughing at you, Globus. They are literally laughing at you.
This fucking space.
Well, there was an astronaut whose name was Richard.
Oh, just his whole argument. It looks like a penis. yes, and you've done a video where you've left a dildo on the side. Your point being what? It's long,
giant.
it's tall. What do you expect?
It's a large Johnson.
Oh, and I never thought I would hear myself agreeing with Nathan, but it did look like a big dick.
Oh, it really does. It really does. I'm sure Bezos wanted that on purpose, but it's hilarious.
And anyway, what's wrong with shooting a big dick into space? If it's okay to have a load of big dicks like flat earthers with YouTube channels, why can't they go to space?
I've just seen the best comment to go with that one. Jin Yu's just most recent comment. Is Oakley jealous because someone has a bigger dildo? That is perfect and fills it so nicely. But I am noticing that the flat earthers, they really haven't got much to say about with Blue Origin, Virgin Galactic. The basic, we are seeing the start of space tourism, and I think it's really starting to get on their nerves.
I've tried looking for a video to make about the Virgin Galactic flight, obviously, because it's a trending topic. It's, it's something that's going on now. But with the exception of Level Earth Observer going, come on, guys, really? Blah, 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 blah. Nobody's making anything worth making a video about, because his video, he doesn't even attempt to debunk anything. He just basically plays a clip and goes, no, I don't believe that. That's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. Plays it a bit more. Come on, really? Plays it. He doesn't do anything. So it then makes videos about him boring. So
yeah, they've got no answer to it. I just saw that one colon.
And I've got to pull this up because Flat Earth Mass, laugh all you like, but you're the ones looking at dicks all day. You're the one who goes to Nathan Oakley's channel and listen to dicks all day.
Oh dear.
Yeah, we've always built things that are tall and point into the sky. We've always tried to fuck the sky. It's fine. Nothing has changed. Just now we've learned we can put big engines on it and send it even higher. Yay!
The thing was, did anybody notice the 4 passengers? The oldest person to ever go into space, 82-year-old Wally Junk. Wally
From
Funk,
the Mercury 13 programmy test thing for ladies in space.
She actually was outperforming all the blokes on that actual test sessions that she was doing at the time as well. So she's impressive. And the youngest person ever to go in space, his daddy bought a ticket for him. Oh, well.
I thought the 18-year-old lad sort of half won the ticket because the guy who originally bought the $30 million ticket with the charity donation money had a scheduling conflict.
I think his daddy bought the ticket from him.
Fair enough.
Like that.
Fair enough. But still, a scheduling conflict to go into space.
Is that how much the tickets were?
I think it was a charity auction thing.
Right.
So with it being the first launch, I think I've seen somewhere they're going to be around the region of 700,000 something. Someone in chat will correct us. Where's
I actually heard
Martin?
It's going to be just over 100,000. So
that sounds more realistic.
I think Professor. What's the Australian?
Phil Bell.
Yes, Professor Phil. He's looking at going in it.
Nice. That would be awesome. But I've got to ask for Creaky, what do you think would be a scheduling conflict that would stop you from going into space?
Washing my hair. Man, I don't like going on a plane. There is nothing. Unless they gave me the 30 million, I could possibly consider it then, but no. There's no.
Oh, fair enough. God, I'd love to go.
Does that mean that you like to be a bit more grounded than Creaky?
Well, put it this way. Whenever me and Mrs. Blinder go on holiday and it involves going on an aeroplane, I go to my doctor and he prescribes Valium. So I basically, once they call my flight, I take 2 Valium and then I can feel myself being vigorously shaken by my wife when we get to the other end. And nice. I have absolutely no memory of the flight at all, which is the way I like it.
Is this why you go on holiday so often? Just the Valium.
Yeah, God, I wish we were going on holiday so often. It's a nightmare.
Oh,
We just had a weekend in London, which was lovely, and it was sort of a consolation prize, if you like, because I just miss going on holiday. It's just nice to not be at home.
I was going to ask you about London because you just missed out on all the protests because you were coming back when they were all going on.
Yeah, I know. We left on the day that Freedom Day, I think they were calling it. But it was really bizarre because we got up yesterday morning because we were catching the midday train, and we went round the corner to a coffee shop just to, wake ourselves up. And they'd removed all the screens. Nobody was wearing masks, and it was truly bizarre because it's been something that we've all, I'm just leaving the house, got my keys, got my phone, got my mask. It's become, it's just become normal now, isn't it? Or the new version of normal. So, seeing that yesterday, it was really, really strange.
See, we went shopping ourselves yesterday morning, went into Hereford, couple of clothes shops. Wife wanted a few things, I wanted a few things, nipped into Booker's as well. And most people were still wearing masks walking about. It was definitely in the minority people who aren't wearing masks. The screens were still up in Primark and things like that in the clothes shops. Were they still up in New Look? I can't remember. But yeah, it wasn't too bad there, but then they're not holding big protests complaining about lockdowns and masks. And we wore our mask. I think I took it off for a few minutes in a queue because I was just sweating buckets. It's so hot.
Yeah. But there's a question. There's some questions that are just beyond the normal levels of importance. And you just mentioned something that keeps me awake at night. Is it Primark or Primark?
Oh, I'd say Primark.
Yeah, I say Primark.
Posh Welsh.
That's true. Primark. No, Oh, God. See, now you said it, you got me thinking it. That is going to keep me up. It's like if you unscrew your belly button, does your ass fall off?
I don't know. I may try that later. I'll have to pickle the fluff out first. But it's a funny thing. If I ask somebody that's English, it's generally Primark. But if you ask anyone who isn't English, i.e. Welsh, Irish, I've never asked a Scottish person. They say Primark. But I can't imagine a Scottish person saying Primark.
No, me.
Well, the Scouser would also say Primark.
Yeah.
But, with the English language, you've got prize, so it'd be Primark.
Apparently it is Primark. But it'll never be Primark to me. It'll always be Primani, my favourite fashion house. Mostly followed by my favourite fashion designer, George Atazda.
George, well, I had to have, the wife wanted a few tops yesterday, so I said, right, I've got my card with me, I'll buy them. So she got 3 tops from whatever shop it was, like 80 odd quid. I was like, for fuck's sake.
I know.
Went into Primark, I got 2 tops, she got 4 tops, I got a USB cable and something else, it's 28 quid. And I was like, for fuck's sake, why did we even go in the other shop?
I bought something in London this weekend that I never thought, in fact, my dad's been wearing them for years and I have enjoyed mocking him for it. But I actually purchased, I don't even know if I can bring myself to say it. Wow. I purchased my first pair of Skechers trainers.
Oh, I've got...
They're absolutely awesome.
They are.
Yeah. Found out about them 20 years ago.
Now, I've got a pair for Christmas, and the other week we were in Cardiff. I bought another pair. We've got the memory foam ones.
Yeah.
Because with me being on my feet all day, they're fucking perfect, and they breathe. Yeah. My feet don't sweat. It just makes me feel like I'm getting old, but still, they're so comfortable.
That's why I thought what it was with me, because I'm an idiot. I was walking around London in 32-degree heat with sliders on. Oh. And it was so out. We walked about 6 miles, and my feet were trying to escape. So I saw a Skechers shop and I thought, this is it. I just couldn't submit.
Can I interject here, because I'm a cheapskate. So if you go to that wonderful Sports Indirect, you can get a pair of Slazengers which look fairly similar, and they're memory foam and they're aerated on the top for only 20 quid.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Where's my nearest one of those?
That was another downside of Skechers is the bloody price of them.
Oh yeah, but they are good though.
I bought my pair from the Skechers store, and then the wife wanted shoes, and it was the Deutschmann or whatever the other shoe shop. Went in there, they had the same pairs of Skechers that I just bought for like £8 cheaper. I was fucking fuming. I was like, should I take them back?
Yeah, I know. I was quite like, I've walked around London now. I've been really comfortable. I wonder if I can get a refund.
Just they're just rubbing on the back. They're not my favourite. That would be hilarious.
80 quid for a pair of trainers. I paid less than that for my first car.
Hey, you paid 80. I only paid like 50 for mine, and I was still grumbling at that.
Yeah,
80.
I did try to find the cheapest ones, but they were just even more ugly than the ones I bought.
I suppose it's London as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm sure the fact that it was in London had something to do with it, and it was an official Skechers shop. It wasn't, from a sports shop or anything like that. But
Barman,
yes.
Seeing as we're talking about feet, and we've had a little bit of grounding.
This has flashed up on my...
Oh, go away, you bloody idiot. Right, got to remember to turn the video off. Let's see why people don't wear shoes.
Oh, what have you got for us?
I cannot stress to you people out there in YouTube land the importance of going barefoot, not just like I do inside stores walking on man-made materials, but going barefoot on what our Creator created for us to walk on. Grass, sand, dirt, not asphalt, concrete, but grass, sand, and dirt. So many people are getting cancer nowadays and all types of other crazy diseases that end with numbers like 19. And you know what? A little grounding every day goes a long way. You know what I mean? So, when you're using your cellular devices, the dirty electricity is bouncing around inside you and it needs to get out. Let it get out through grounding. What could it hurt? Just try it. I'm just saying, though.
The actual... Wow. I mean, I
thought of conspiracy that really bugs the ass off me because it's just so stupid. Where is the proof that any of that is beneficial?
Nowhere, as far as I know. I mean, I like walking about barefoot on occasion and things like that, and it's nice to get your shoes off, sit, bit of grass. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's just like nice feelinginess. I mean, you could say that's probably a placebo that makes you think all the rest is better.
Yeah, possibly. But I don't get things like that. I really, really don't.
Colon picked him. Evil Colon. Oh, he's muted.
Oh, what can I say? I do like Flatterday. He is a nice guy. When it comes down to it, he's funny as hell.
He's nuts. Didn't we see him eat an entire, was it a pineapple, orange, banana?
Yeah, orange, pineapple.
He's nuts. Yeah. He's nuts. No. Just right here, though, I'll say a very big thank you to Godless Scummer for £5 great British pounds. Those Wazzocks in London yesterday are the kind of people who make me fear for the future of our species. # Freedom Day. Thank you very much for that one. But yeah, between London and then Flatterday, and I don't get where they get all this. It's just, what's the Luddites, anti-tech sort of people, which is more amusing when you're using the tech to record the video to moan about the tech.
Yeah, that always puzzles me as well.
Oh, always got to laugh. But I think Kate Shimonari was down in London as well, doing her normal, the vaccine's going to kill everyone. No, it's not. No, it's not. Yeah. Fuck my life. These people need arresting, shooting, locking in a thing. By shooting, I don't mean to kill them. I mean shot with the vaccine from far away, because then you don't have to talk to them.
So we were in London on Saturday, and we went to Oxford Street, and I could hear somebody speaking over a PA system. Oh. And as we came around the corner, there was this little black woman stood there with two really young children with her. They were 2-3-year-olds maybe, and she was holding up a big sign and she was screaming and shouting at people through a PA system about I won't say about the Lagerlurgy not being a real thing, and why do we fear something that God didn't make, and we're all going to die anyway. Well, yes, we are all going to die anyway. But I'd rather hedge my bets than just rely on blind faith.
Yeah, I'd rather not die in the next couple of months. I'd rather make it to about 1998, and I'd rather die in a threesome or something like that. That would be quite nice.
1990
so heart attack.
Be a bit overdue, Dan.
He is, isn't he?
I went with how fat I am. 1990. Oh, 1998. That sort of age. Anywhere around there. You're terrible. It's mixing all my words up and made me forget what I was going to say then. But I sort of...
It just made me so bloody angry. I literally had to cross the road and walk away because I've pretty much, with one or two exceptions, resisted the temptation to ever challenge anybody that I come across on the street like that, and especially this time because I was with my wife. But I could just feel, when you get that sort of burning in the pit of your stomach. And I just said that we got to cross the road, like right now, this minute, to get away from this mad woman.
I've been quite lucky. I've never bumped into any of the ones like that in real life, because I would go nuts with them. Yeah. I really would.
It's just complete insanity, isn't it? Why people think like that. I know we're all fed up of the situation. I am. You are, we all are, but what are we meant to do? There's some things that we just that are beyond our control, and we've just got to do everything that we can to keep ourselves and the people we care about safe. And if that means putting a horrible, sweaty mask on your face now and again, then, we've just got to suck it up, haven't we?
Yeah. I think these next couple of months will be about use your common sense. Is there anyone else in the shop? You go into the corner shop. Is there anyone in there? No.
Yeah. But
you might not need to put a mask on, but
as we all know, unfortunately, common sense isn't that common, is it?
Oh, hell no. I found there's a thread on Twitter earlier, and it was someone saying, "Oh, why are people still wearing masks? I thought it was Freedom Day." And the comments, oh my God.
Oh,
it was like, because they've been brainstreamed by mainstream media, because they're scared of the flu. I was like, I replied to a couple, because it is that infuriating level of stupidity. People saying, "Oh, turn off your app, then you won't get a ping." I said, yeah, but if you come to the pub, we're still going to take your details. If you haven't got the app, but you've sat nowhere near the person that possibly had COVID, you're still going to have to self-isolate, so it doesn't actually fix anything.
No, exactly.
I know the app at the moment's been that pain in the arse, and they're going, "Oh, but 500,000 people or 1 million people got 500,000 people got pinged." Yeah, because in the last 7 days there are 125,000 cases. It's just the case numbers are horrendous.
Yeah, and it seems, and people who watch my videos and watch my live streams will know I never get political because I just don't. But it does seem quite odd that the lockdown restrictions have been lifted in England right around the time where Parliament closes for the summer, and they're all buggering off to their holiday homes.
Oh, hell yes.
And without sounding like one of those guys, what's the situation going to be when they all have to come back to work? Are we suddenly going to need to put England back into a lockdown then?
It wouldn't surprise me, which is a scary thought. I've spoken to a few people and they're thinking there'll be another lockdown. It's going to obviously depend on the vaccine numbers, isn't it? How many can we get sorted and things? But luckily, they are going well. Yeah. And luckily, the number of people that are anti-vax are a minority. Yeah. It's just they're a very, very fecking vocal minority.
Yeah.
It's just,
And it seems like I don't know if it's because it's the sort of thing that, we go looking for. But even though they are a minority, it does seem to be getting a bigger minority, which is worrying because, we're all dealing with enough right now as it is without having to contend with idiots.
Yeah, I would very much please not like another lockdown with trying to run a pub. We're lucky at the moment with summer and things like that, and it's quite good.
Yeah.
But no, it's just, please no. But I agree with you. It's funny how lockdowns, all restrictions stopped. Oh, look, Parliament's in recession.
Yeah. So how was lockdown for you? How badly did it affect you?
First lockdown wasn't too bad. So we're obviously going back to last year, March now, because we did takeaway pizzas. We were quite good for them. Did a couple of deliveries. Then we opened, obviously, for summer. We had grants off the government as well, which was nice.
Yeah.
Open for summer with the restrictions, things like that. The August Help Out to Eat Out was horrendously busy, but most people sat outside because the weather was good. So that was nice. Then winter lockdowns was poop. The weather wasn't worth doing really anything because no one really... Pizzas are the sort of weather you have in summer, sat in the garden, not when it's pissing it down with rain.
Yeah.
We were going to open Christmas Day, so we said, yeah, you can open, you can do bits like that. Then with all the restrictions, we said, oh, it's not worth us opening Christmas Day. We left Hereford when it was in a tier 1.
Yeah.
Went up to Wales. The day after we got to my mum at Wales, Hereford went into a tier 3. So we said, oh, stuff it. Stayed up there then for about 6-7 weeks. Had Christmas up at my mum's in North Wales. Didn't come back till the end of January. We said, we've got to go back because we need to check on everything in the pub. We've not been there in like almost 2 months.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we just stayed up there until they said, yeah, a week before opening. But that, and you get bored of seeing your mum for that long, just living in her house. It's like, no.
Yeah.
If you live around the corner, that'd be fine. But living in the house, no. What were you up to on lockdown? Because you were full YouTube by then, weren't you?
Yeah, I tell you what, if it wasn't for YouTube, we would have lost the business.
Wow.
100%. It absolutely devastated the vape shop, and it's still struggling to recover. It's really, really grim. I have not been able to pay myself from the vape shop this year.
Wow.
It's really bad for us because the problem is we had 2 issues to contend with. Issue 1 was that vape shops were not counted as essential, and that's fine. If that's what they think, then that's what they think. But somehow, Asda, Tesco's, all the convenience stores, they were all allowed to carry on selling e-liquid and cigarettes. It's just actual vape shops weren't allowed to. Plus, we lost a lot of people to online. Because everything we sell, you can buy online, and we don't have an online presence because we haven't got the buying power to be able to, to compete. And it absolutely crippled us. And we're doing everything we can to recover from it, but it's really hard. It's really, really hard. But it is again. We were the same. We got the government grants, and without them, we'd have been completely screwed. We wouldn't made it through the first lockdown.
Yeah, we if it wasn't for all the moaning we'll do about the government for their timings and things like that, I'll say the same. If it hadn't been for the grants, my pub would not be open this year.
Yeah. And this is why I choose not to talk about politics, because even the remark I made earlier on about Parliament going into recess, and the Freedom Day starting, the no lockdown in England. Can you imagine having Boris Johnson's job?
No. Not this year, please. Not these last 2 years.
What I mean, he became prime minister, and then the shit hit the fan, literally.
Yeah, it's one of those weird ones because you always get your far end political sides going, well, yeah, but thank God it was Boris in there, because imagine what Corbyn would have done. Or I think they all would have done just as bad a job as they've all done.
Yeah,
because they've all been a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
they've all done some good, some bad. They've all broke the rules.
It's just one of those situations, and it doesn't matter what he did or what the government did. They couldn't do right for, doing wrong. They were just in an impossible situation, and unfortunately, a lot of what they've chosen to do quite heavily relied on the British public actually listening to the advice they were given, and nobody likes being told what to do. That's self-employed. I do not take direction very well.
No, mate.
I just thought something as well, because Quickie, seeing as lockdown happened, your son actually started up his own channel as well, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Lord Callum. If you're not subscribed, his channel is easy to find, just like Lord Callum. But yeah, he started that. It was partly out of boredom, because there wasn't much going on with the shop, which is why he started recording. He started in a very similar way to the way I started. I used people who've been with me since the beginning will remember that when I started releasing videos, I was doing them from the office in my sign shop.
Yeah,
and I actually got to a point where, you know, very, very fortunately, and I don't know how much of it was luck or what it was, but, you know, I got to the point where the sign business was struggling because it's so competitive. And because I was a one-man band, it was hard for me to compete. And I got to the point where I thought, right, well, my YouTube channel's making this much a month. Hang on a second, that's more than the sign company made last month. And I just thought, well, what do I do? Do I carry on paying nearly £1,000 a month rent for the sign shop and, you know, having to speak to people face to face all the time? Or do I, you know, just cut and run? And that's what I did that. I was only on 7,000 subscribers. So it gives you an idea of how badly the business was doing.
God, yeah.
Damn.
Closed the sign business down. And not long after, Simon Dan invited me to be a guest creator when he took a break. And I was away on holiday in Spain when the video hit, and it pushed me over 10,000. And once I passed that 10,000 subscriber point, then it was, you know, thankfully just onwards and upwards.
I was going to say, your channel just sort of the last 6 months or so, just went out of nowhere for it. Yeah, it's Creaky. I remember you on like a few thousand, thinking, yeah, just as I was starting, it's like, yeah, I can do this as well. Then it just went, boom.
Because I'm looking at my Instagram now, because I put up my subscriber numbers, and I think it was around Christmas 2020. When did I hit 40,000 in? No, that was October. So Christmas before it must have been. I was on like 15,000, and then I just sort of got a lot of traction and grew really quickly. And then it's as if somebody was pulling the handbrake up and wouldn't let me move. But that seems to be the pattern. Comes in the starts.
Yeah. You hit those little bits where it's like the algorithm will help you on purpose. Yeah. And then other times it's like, no, if you want to do this, you've got to keep releasing the content, keep getting that interaction. Yeah. Once you get over that lump again, we'll give you another push.
I hit 10,000 in November 2019, and I hit 20,000 in February 2020. So I doubled my channel size in 3 months, and then, you know, it just slowed right down then, you know, 23,000 in March, you know, and then nothing for ages and ages and ages. And then the next one then was 23,000 in March. When was this one? October 2020. Then I hit 40,000. So,
jeez,
it's really weird how it happened, and it's still happening now. I can have periods of time where there we are. And then so in January 2021, I was on 43. Then January 25th, I hit 44. February the 14th, I hit 45. March the 9th, I hit 46. April the 8th, I hit 47. April the 17th, I hit 48. April the 24th, I hit 49. And then April the 29th, I hit 50,000. And now it's so April, May, June, July, or so in the last 4 months, I've only gained like 4,000 subscribers. So I'd
be happy with 4,000 in 3 months.
Oh God,
you just make me jealous.
I'm not sort of saying I'm not.
Oh no. As percentage growth though, it's not the same, is it? So
no, it's just a really weird. You know, it's just a really weird way it happens. There's like zero consistency to it.
Barman, I think we're going to have to jump over to some videos. So we've got some TikToks to do.
Yeah, we've got to make Creaky laugh.
Yeah, and I just wanted to quickly ask, how much kit did you pass on to Callum then to get him started?
None.
Oh, nice. Good boy. Nice. Good lad.
He bought himself a camera. Did I? Oh, I give him a chair.
He's gonna have somewhere to sit.
He makes videos in my shop.
Nice.
Cool. All right.
You know, just before Colon press play, if we're going to talk about kit, I've just got to ask, whatever happened to that motherboard I sent you? How long did you use it for? And then when did you get decent stuff? Because that obviously is going back a while.
It's actually all that stuff is in my loft.
Nice.
Along with another broken apart PC, and it was only in, I think it was November last year. I thought I'd had some really good growth. I'd been putting money away, and I spent like 2,000 quid on a new PC and had it all built, and it still gives me grief all the time. I just have to resign myself to the fact that computers hate me, because everybody I show the specs of this computer to say, "Oh my, that's an amazing computer." So why is it shit? Why does it decide to turn itself off in the middle of my live streams? And I think computers just hate me.
It is very, very possible. I'm quite surprised that old motherboard lasted in November, though. That is cool. It could be cooling, yeah, or a driver error on the motherboard for the graphics card, or power supply error for when it's getting power through the graphics card.
Yeah, that's the only thing I didn't upgrade was the graphics card, because I was told that I didn't really need to, but I am going to have to upgrade my graphics card at some point.
I'll wait at least 6 months once the supply's actually caught up, and hopefully they'll drop in price.
Yeah.
Right then, though, some TikToks which will hopefully make Creaky and everyone else laugh.
Well, let's see how we go then. And I do know the first one, you rat bag.
It's coming home. It's coming. Football's coming.
I couldn't resist. I got so fed up of hearing that song all through the Euros. It was annoying.
Then again, I'm Scouse.
That's true. That is true. Go on then, see. I can't remember what's next.
Evening folks, how are you all? We hope that you're okay. It's Stu Hot, Satan's satisfiery, our Sunday good cake. So yes, we lost the football, the boys all did us proud. And yet some racist wankers took to trolling loud and proud, while musicals are closing and following the rules. Some MPs don't need to, the pilot scheme was balls. The government have proven, time and time again, there's rules for us, we common folk, and fuck all rules for them. Do we mask up on Monday as life starts to adjust? As cases rise, no doubt the gov will pin it all on us. Britney won't perform again while father rules career. A lifeboat team in cows and rescued knackered drowning deer. Big Brother in Australia gave Hopkins the sack. The saddest part is we don't really want her to come back. Floods are bad in Europe as Britons pack the beach. Be kind, remember racism is not freedom of speech.
I do love them too. I think they're great. Bioshock's Creaky, did you see how Katie Hopkins got kicked out of Australian Big Brother?
I did, and somebody sent me some links to some articles about it and clips about it, but I don't know, I can't really see a video there. I'd like to make it, but there just wasn't enough to it for me to be able to make a video, but she is a bitch.
You can make a short about it.
You know, it'd make more fun if they actually sent her home and told her to swim all the freaking way.
Oh, just send her back to France, leave her at the coast and tell her, here's a dinghy, get your own way home. Oh, that'd be hilarious. I like those weekly roundup ones. I'm going to have to make sure I use more of those. Next one, Colon.
Okay.
I got to show you this clip from Fox News that someone said on there, because I'm still trying to gather the words, but I just got to show you.
I like to call them the Genocide Olympics. Anyway, I'm still on the team that I'm not even sure that we should be competing, because there is an ongoing genocide in Xinjiang. So if we are going to go to a country, if we are going to compete and have American athletes there in a country that's committing a genocide, even more important, Harris, to have the freedom of the American flag fully represented.
Because if you're on TV to talk about the Tokyo Olympics and you're aware of those camps that are holding all those people, how are you not aware of the simple but important fact that they are two different countries?
Yeah, that lady said it perfectly. So, Olympics in Japan.
Yeah.
And what's worse, the lady who was obviously doing the talk then, the Fox News presenter, who was actually part of Trump's sort of team when he was in office. She was a spokesman for the state or something. I can't remember exactly what she was. But yeah, she actually held a position of go and talk to people and represent America to people and doesn't understand that that Japan and China are different countries. It's worrying.
Oh dear.
It is worrying. But I think it's more amusing though that she understands that there's bad stuff going on in China. So she's not completely thick. She just no geography in her head at all. Scary. So I mean, it's not as if that America went to war with one of those countries and one was an ally for a while. Freaking this craziness. Oh, we're very sorry for you Americans. Once you stop letting people like that on telly, we'll stop taking the piss.
Yeah.
Oh, go on, Colon.
And just a quickie from Ugly German Truths. Yeah, exactly. Weird. Just weird. Thanks, Ugly.
That's a good comment.
Okay, here we go.
Spit it out. Is it broken?
Hey Luke, it's Freedom Day tomorrow. What would you punch me for? Because it's not Freedom Day for disabled people and people with vulnerable health conditions. It's not like COVID said tomorrow, I'm leaving. It's still here, mate.
I'm watching these back thinking, we've covered a lot of this in the start of the actual show. This is the joys of me forgetting what was actually in the things. But yeah, that one, good point as well. Made me giggle on the getting punched for it, though.
Oh, definitely.
I'm hoping the next one's a good, funny one. I'm sure I put a funny one in there.
Okay, let's find out.
Commend the British people for the invention of this perfect ice cream.
Oh God, Kate Hun, you can have them, keep them, have as many as you want. You've just triggered all the millennials. Those things are basically child abuse. Oh, they'd be sat at the back of the freezer. No matter what time of year it was, there was always a box of choc ices, and the ice cream van would go past, and you'd want a 99er, and your mum would go, no, go and get something out the freezer. Oh, they're absolutely rancid. And we used to get like the quick save no frills ones. They were so cheap. The paper would stick to the tiniest, thinnest layer of chocolate. You were literally having to eat paper whilst you cried looking out the window at the people for number 27 having their cornettos.
Oh, God.
I think everyone can remember that. Ice cream comes down. It was my grand's house that always did it. It's like, no, there's some choc ice in the freezer.
Yeah. We don't need to buy them. We've got chalk ices in the freezer. Everybody's parents were the same.
Yeah. Oh, it will never ever change.
And what's the other thing? Oh no, the ice cream van rings his bell when he's got no ice cream left.
Oh,
that's
God.
good. My parents never did that one, but yeah, that is a good one. Kia. Oh, I'm going to butcher that name. Kia, no. Better any ice cream than none at all. And I apologize if it's KNO or Kiano. I apologize. I'm crap with names. And then I get Jin Yu's name relatively right. Freedom Day. Does that mean I get to swap out the girls in the basements? Dark humor was last week. Oh, that's great. Oh, I'm hoping I put the one video I did want to put in here, and hopefully it should be the next one.
Yeah, but here's a quick question. When was the last time in 99? It was 99.
Oh, God. I'm sure I roughly remember it as a kid, it being 99p.
Oh, yeah. It was a long, long time ago.
It was. Well, if I'm 36 now and I'm saying a kid, so we're talking like, so it's the best, oh God, too many years to say.
Yes, son, relax.
Sorry, Dad.
God, why do I do this to myself? Okay, next video.
Walk. No, that's not how you do it.
Oh, I'm so good to hell for laughing at that. But they made the video. They made the video.
Yeah.
Have you seen the video on TikTok? Basically, the idea of the video is I bought my brother a bike for his birthday, and the grateful swine won't even try riding it.
We've had that one on here. That's the same lad in the wheelchair then. Yeah. So there was stitched
and
in
the
with
unicycle. And the
unicycle. Was it he was doing football as well, wasn't he? He went to save the goal and just fell out of his wheelchair.
Yeah.
We shouldn't laugh at those things. But it's like we said on last week's show, they're making the joke for our entertainment while laughing at it themselves. So no one's getting hurt.
They say there's no such thing as an offensive joke. It's not the joke that's offensive, it's how you receive it.
That's the one.
Isn't it? So if it offends you, that doesn't mean it's an offensive joke. It just means it offended you.
Mm-hmm. It's like dirty jokes are only dirty if you're dirty-minded.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think I lost about 6 subscribers from that stream last week.
Oh, did you?
Oops. I did. Luckily, I've made them all back up. Your lovely subscribers have come over here, so that's nice.
I lose subscribers with every single video I put up. Every single video, without fail, I lose between sort of 40 and 50 subscribers. But I've got to the point now where you just can't please everybody all the time.
No, you can't. Hell no.
You just can't, and you just become miserable if you try.
And time check, we have 8 minutes before Creaky has to get to bed.
Well, before we quickly play the next one, I'll say Chris Durham's music channel, he's 21 minutes behind. He's watching at 2 times speed. Bowman and Creaky are talking like a mile a minute. That's awesome. And if I talk really, really, really quick right now, it's really going to fuse him when he gets to this point. Play the next video, Pedal.
Yeah, but what he doesn't realise is that's just Welsh people, Dan.
That is true.
Arrest them!
This is just, I think, 2 minutes worth of the protest, so I think we can leave it at that bit because we've basically covered it. But yeah, for anyone who didn't know, this was the protest down in London yesterday. So I think it was a 2-minute clip on the end.
What happened there yesterday?
Yeah.
I thought everyone was just there waving me off.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what they do when they put 2 fingers up.
Yeah.
But no, I saw a couple of funny ones that went with this. I didn't know Right Said Fred had so many new members. Just the general craziness of all of this. Oh, and we've just seen Audrey Rebdu says hello to Creaky. Yes,
she's my PA.
Oh right, she says say hello to Creaky.
Whatever I forget while I'm live, which is quite a lot of things, Audrey is always there to save my ass.
Nice. It's always good to have someone like that.
Oh, yes.
Kia says, what are they protesting again? Living. They're protesting masks, which we don't need. Well, you don't have to wear, that people are still wearing. I still got mine. They're protesting lockdowns, which we're not having at the moment. Social distancing doesn't happen. The main thing they're protesting is the vaccine, which has shown to be quite effective because all you got to do is look at the case numbers, look at the hospitalizations, and look at the deaths and compare it to 12 months ago. It's these people.
It still makes me laugh when you get people, and this happened to me in the vape shop the last time I worked in there. Somebody came in and said, I'm at the point now where I think this whole thing is fake. And I just said, yeah, cool. I'll just tell my parents then who've both had it. And they'll be delighted to hear that it's fake.
I did one video at the start of this year, and it was looking at the excess death numbers. It was only a short one. I got annoyed because BBC wouldn't let me use all the Welsh National Anthem in it. But it was basically the number of excess deaths for 2020 would fill the Millennium Stadium. I was just like, and it's still the Millennium Stadium. I don't care who wants to call it the Principality Stadium. I'll fight someone over that. It's fucking Millennium. Don't care who's sponsoring it. Oh, but looking at it, that is basically the time. We'll do the rappy bits now. I'll just quickly say to Critical Cripple, if you're doing your unanswerable questions, drop the link. : do we know if Mr. S is going live tonight?
I don't think he is tonight, so no worries there.
No worries there then.
I believe that Irish Demon was thinking about going live with the actual launch of Blue Origin, but he got his times wrong and ended up on at 1:30 when he eventually got home today. Yeah, I was waiting for that stream. I was waiting for it.
I was just sat in the garden melting to death when all that was going on, listened to it on the radio, heard they got back, and I was like, yay, well done, people. So, Creaky, what have we got coming up on your channel over the next week? What videos can we expect? Anything you can let us know about?
I'll be completely honest. I have absolutely no idea. I will just get up tomorrow morning. I will enter my hotbox. My studio, and I will scroll through my list of possible video topics and pick something that tickles my fancy, because at the moment Flat Earth just really isn't doing it for me. I tried to throw some Flat Earth videos in there because that's what a lot of people subscribe to me for, but none of them are saying anything of any substance. Not substance. None of them are saying anything that warrants a reply to. I honestly don't know how Simon Dan manages to keep making Flat Earth videos week in, week out, because it just drives you completely insane.
I can fully agree on that. Because the arguments haven't changed. I don't think they will change because they've got nothing new.
No,
it's just denial, denial, denial.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, what's that river called? Ha.
Yeah.
Colon, anything else we need to shill out? Obviously, I've got my own video coming out Thursday, which again, I've got to record later. I've got no idea what it's going to be either.
Well, fortunately, Shills managed to get their license back because they were near the community guideline strike on Sunday night. So everything's fine there now. It's all sorted. So pub chat, Shills, uncalled for as usual. Yeah, that's about it, really. And apart from that, see you next Tuesday. So
no, see you next Tuesday.
Oh, no,
we're going on our hiatus, aren't we?
Yes,
so we're going to return at some point in September. We will pick a date, but we're definitely having August off, which will be nice for you to have time and all that. Nice for me to have time because, God, it gets busy. Everyone in the things like Critical, no, how long? What? We will be back. There'll be new guests. We'll sort out some of the old guests as well. But it's August in a pub. Tuesdays, even in August, just get busy. So there's only so much time I can have off.
And I thought I'd put Kino's information up for you so you can get it right.
I saw that one, yeah. I reply. Thank you very much, Kino, for that, though. And OK Boomer from Blackrod says, NASA Bunker 33 in about 23 hours is the assignment outer space. Nice. And Daybreaker Flint says he's going to make his own show with Blackjack. Is there going to be hookers as well, Daybreaker Flint? But on that note, I think we've wasted enough times. Creaky, have you enjoyed yourself?
I have, mate. It's been a good laugh. It's been, and as I probably demonstrated, I could talk for whales. So
that's a good thing, though. I'm not going to moan at that. We like guests who can talk. It always helps. And in which case, Colin, you may as well press the button that ends the show, and then I can ask you about this cream. So I'm sure you sent me the wrong one because now everything's gone purple. It's really weird.
Did you actually apply it with the proper applicator and some water, or was it beer?
Water. I used whiskey.
There you go.